What's up, Internet, and welcome to Packaged Food Reviews, the show where we do exactly what it sounds like and review packaged foods. We're going to take a look at the design, branding, and then rip open the bag in this case and give the food a taste. If you're a food entrepreneur, a designer, someone that loves snacks and packaged foods, or someone that just loves watching people eat and taste things, you're in the right place. I am your host. My name is Kyle. I'm a partner at Visvo, a small branding and design agency that helps build visual identities and packaging designs for brands like these. Today we're going to be taking a look and taste of Cabo Chips. This was a brand that I found roaming the aisles at my local grocery store here in San Diego, California, called Lazy Acres. And there were two things about this brand that really stood out to me. One was this very interesting sort of overlay, translucent image of, I think it's called Playa Los Amantes in Cabo San Lucas, Mexico. And also the fact that it was an elote corn flavor, but as far as I know, it doesn't have any dairy in it. If you're not familiar with elote corn, which you can see here, it's a very typical Mexican street food snack where they take grilled corn and top it with like a crema, kind of like either a mayonnaise or like thick cream base, queso fresco, chilies, lime or lime zest. And it's super delicious. It's finding its way into lots of Mexican themed products as it's becoming a bit more popular in the United States. And this is no exception. As a side note, if you have not tasted them, the elote corn dippers from Trader Joe's is one of the best products on the market in the packaged foods today. Highly recommend. And so really wanted to give Cabo Chips a opportunity to show me what they're made of. So this will be a nice little novelty experience that I hope will bring me to the beaches of the southern tip of Baja California. So I'm gonna rip this thing open. Let's give it a whiff. I'm absolutely loving this because it smells exactly like a Rubio's fish taco. If you're not familiar with Rubio's, it is a taco chain that started in San Diego, California. I'm pretty sure it's national in the United States now, but they have like the Baja style fish taco, which is fish that's like breaded and fried with a sort of white, kind of creamy white sauce, unlike elote, and has some like lettuce and toppings and things like that. But this reminds me exactly of that. Also very fitting because that sort of style of fish taco is typical of Baja, so yeah. Also completely forgot to talk about the packaging beyond the image, got so wrapped up in the story here. But yeah, it's got this interesting texture I have never really felt before in chip packaging. And then also I have a bunch of recommendations and icons on the back. They've got a little story. Let's see. The beach, some sand and sun. Sometimes the simplest ingredients bring out the best in life. The same goes for tortilla chips. Yeah, it really does. It really does. The ingredients are white corn, sweet corn, sunflower, safflower oil, rice bran oil, or white rice bran oil, jalapenos, garlic, green onion, sea salt, lime juice, and trace of lime. So really like that ingredient deck. Super clean, gluten-free, non-GMO, whole grain, vegan, kosher, no flavorings, no trans fat. Lots of solid claims. I feel like that's kind of the MO, like the par for the course this day and age of all of these like snack food brands. Is you gotta hit those dietary preferences or those dietary restrictions, and I love it because yeah, you can serve things to anyone, and they're generally healthier products. And you know, we'll see if this this delivers on flavor. But from first whiff, it really is pleasing. So you can see here a very sort of classic I don't know if you call it restaurant style, but very classic tortilla chip. See some of that seasoning on there. Really nice crunch. The corn is super toasty, or toasted. I really enjoy that. Sometimes you get tortilla chips where there's kind of a flatness to the flavor of the corn. And this is definitely not missing a beat there. I would definitely say this is a perfect chip for a guacamole. As you can tell, it does have a little bit of heat. The jalapeno peppers are definitely noticeable. But the flavors are, as the kids would say, clean AF. And not too salty. Something that's really critical in the art of tortilla chip making is finding a really quality salt or a really appropriate salt balance. Of course, the crispiness is, sort of the benchmark, and the crispiness and texture is sort of the benchmark by which to rate a tortilla chip. But there's this aspect of having chips, is even flavored ones, if they're over seasoned, they lose their application, especially in salsas that are over seasoned, and you end up with a very, very salty combination, salty mess. And so what you want is something that has flavor and seasoning so it can be enjoyed on its own, as I currently am, but also wouldn't be overpowered or overdone if you're dipping this into a salsa. I think this really toes that line well. As you can see, I'm continuing to eat them, still enjoying them. The heat is becoming more ever present. So these bad boys come in at $5.49 a bag. And like I was saying, there's a wide range of prices in tortilla chips. If you're familiar with the homemade brand, which are exceptionally delicious, I've seen those run up to somewhere $6.99, $5.99, $6.99 at certain stores in the San Francisco Bay Area. You've got your value brands, and those can be closer to $3 range, also delicious. So this is definitely on that sort of higher end, but at $5.49 for this ingredient deck and flavors, and especially purchasing it at more of a higher end local market, definitely feel like there's value here. If you enjoyed today's episode, please subscribe below and give us a like, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks.